Hello everyone, this is Bhumika Parekh from Leal Public School, and today we are here with class 8 Living English chapter 3 last part, which is a ticket to space. In the first two parts we read about the technological development in the world, which is next to creating self-driving cars. There are humanoids, which might be a common vision or a common scene in a few years, and it would be nothing strange about seeing a humanoid robot or a self-driving car. Another technological aspect where we are lagging behind or where we are actually working to a great height is the space. So the space is one which is in the reach of human beings, means people have reached there, but still there is a lot of things that can be explored. And with the growing technological developments and advancements, we believe that soon there will be many advancements. So first we are going to read this and then we are going to understand it. A ticket to space. Have you Are you an avid reader of space fiction? Have you ever envied astronauts or wished to travel in space? Your space dreams and galactic fantasies may soon come true. Okay? That are you an avid reader? Avid reader means regular reader of space fiction. Do you read space fiction a lot? Then have you ever envied astronauts and wished to travel in space? Then the quote is asking that have you ever felt that all these um, astronauts are so lucky and they go to the space regularly and all those things? Or have you ever wished to travel in the space someday? Your space dreams and intergalactic fantasies may soon come true. That your space fantasies or your wish to go to the space and intergalactic fantasy. Intergalactic means between two galaxies. Between two galaxies, the fantasies which he has might come true. So that humans have always been fascinated by outer space. Space has been limited to astronauts, and private space travel for pleasure was unheard until now. What has happened is that humans have always been fascinated by the space. The outer space has always fascinated and attracted the human beings. Travel into space was always limited to astronauts, and private space travel for pleasure was a thing which no one could even imagine. But in December 1990, Japanese TV journalist Tohiro Alaikama went into space as a part of first commercial space flight. Okay, this is something important that you need to keep in mind. Who was the first person to go into the space as a commercial space flight? It was in December 1990, okay, even before my birth, and he was a Japanese TV journalist, Tohiro Akaima. He went to the space just for traveling, just for the sake of traveling. He gave live reports for a week from the Mir space station. He gave live reports for 1 week continuously from the Mir space station. However, the first amateur to pay for a flight into space was Dennis Tito, a US engineer and businessman. He went there for his journalism, but the first person to actually pay and become the first space tourist was Dennis Tito, who was an US engineer and businessman. He became the first space tourist or citizen explorer by visiting International Space Station for 7 days in 2001. Means approximately after 11 years of this person going into space, this person has actually purchased a ticket and gone to the space and lived there for 7 days. And he became the first citizen explorer. Then in 2021, sorry, then in between 2001 and 2009, 6 more people brought a passage to space. In this time period, 6 more people brought a passage, means started going to the space. One of them is Charles Simonoff even went twice. One of these 6 people was Charles Simonoff, who went into space 2 times. Between 2003 and 2004, 2 individuals breached the Earth's atmosphere and entered outer space in an experimental spacecraft. Between 2003 and 4, 2 individuals they breached the Earth's atmosphere, means they crossed the Earth's atmosphere and went to the outer space in an experimental spacecraft. There was this one spacecraft which was experimental. They were experimenting, using it for experiment. Several space tourism companies have been formed since then with an aim to facilitate private space exploration for a hefty fee. After that point of time, several space tourism companies have formed. There are a lot of companies who are giving space tourism, okay, and they are aiming to facilitate private space exploration. Means you can just go book a ticket, go to the space and come back. That is what they have done for a hefty fee, for a lot of money, for a lot of money. Civilian space program offering zero gravity space flights and short duration spacewalks are already being offered. There are civilian space programs in which zero gravity space flights are given, and short duration spacewalks are already being offered. Means they are creating an imaginary world and they are providing all this to its customers. Perhaps by the time you grow up, space planes may become as common as buses, and a trip to Mars may become quite affordable. ओके, दैट पॉसिबल है कि जब तक आप बड़े हो गए तब तक स्पेस प्लेन जो है वो एक बहुत कॉमन साइट हो जाएगा. ठीक है, they just like bus trips to some nearby place, and it might also become quite affordable. Means it might also become cheap when it would be available to so many people. You may even be able to fly to the moon and back for a holiday if things keep on developing. So it might be possible that one day you may be even able to fly to the moon and come back to the earth just for a holiday. कि holiday मनाने बाहर जाना है, कहाँ जाना है, चांद पे जा रहे हैं. These kind of situation might also come true. So that was this chapter, and this was the end of this chapter. I hope it was clear to all of you, and you understood the advancements that are taking place in the technological department. Okay. Thank you so much, class. Thank you.